What if I told you that your entire day's blood sugar, your energy, your cravings, even your nighttime readings are shaped by what you eat in the first 10 minutes of your morning? And what if three simple breakfast combinations could lower your blood sugar more effectively than most pills, activate your body's natural insulin pathways, and calm the hidden inflammation that damages your nerves, kidneys, and heart? These aren't complicated meals. They're everyday foods, eaten in the right portions, at the right time, and in the right combination. Because when a diabetic starts the day with balanced protein, healthy fats, and slow digesting fiber, your glucose curve flattens, your cells become more sensitive to insulin, and even your fasting sugar begins to drop. In this video, you'll learn exactly how to eat each combo, the ideal morning timing, and the portion sizes that keep your blood sugar steady for hours. And stay with me, because the last combo isn't just breakfast. It's a metabolic repair system that transforms your morning sugar, digestion, and nerve health all at once. Let's begin. Combo 1, oatmeal plus chia seeds plus Greek yogurt. Most people think oatmeal is just a warm breakfast bowl that fills your stomach. But for a diabetic body, when you pair oatmeal with chia seeds and Greek yogurt, it becomes a structured metabolic formula that repairs your morning blood sugar, calms inflammation, heals your gut, and activates the slow-release pathways your body desperately needs after a long night of fasting. This combination works because it blends three powerful elements: slow-digesting beta-glucan fiber, omega-3-rich gel-forming soluble fiber, and high-protein probiotics that collectively slow glucose entry into the bloodstream, reduce insulin spikes, and strengthen the tissues diabetes weakens over time. When you eat them together first thing in the morning, this trio behaves like natural functional medicine, training your cells to absorb sugar more steadily while protecting your nerves, kidneys, and heart from the oxidative stress that rises with high fasting glucose. Steel-cut or rolled oats have a glycemic index of 51 to 55, placing them in the moderate but very slow digesting category. But once you combine them with chia seeds and high-protein Greek yogurt, their effective glycemic load drops sharply, often resulting in a 25 to 35% lower glucose spike compared to eating oatmeal alone. This is because beta-glucan, the soluble fiber found in oats, forms a thick gel in your stomach that physically slows the movement of food through your digestive tract. That slower movement means a slower rise in blood sugar, steadier insulin release, and a smoother curve that protects you from the roller coaster spikes most diabetics face after carbohydrate-heavy breakfasts. Chia seeds amplify this effect. They contain soluble fiber that can absorb 10 to 12 times their weight in water, forming a jelly-like barrier around the carbohydrates in your meal, which prevents sugar from being absorbed too quickly. But the real metabolic magic in this trio comes from the Greek yogurt, which has a glycemic load close to zero, yet offers 14 to 18 grams of protein per cup, around 30 to 36% of your daily value, and contains gut-repairing probiotics that directly improve insulin sensitivity. Studies show that when protein is eaten with carbohydrates, it forces your body to release insulin in a slower, more controlled manner, reducing post-meal spikes by up to 30%. And for diabetics who struggle with insulin resistance, this matters tremendously. A stable morning glucose response sets the rhythm for your entire day. Your hunger hormones stay balanced, cravings are reduced, your nerves experience less oxidative stress, and your kidneys face less pressure because your body isn't repeatedly trying to flush out excess sugar. Nutritionally, this combination is a powerhouse. A serving made with half a cup cooked steel-cut oats, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, and half a cup plain Greek yogurt delivers around 280 to 320 calories, 15 to 18 grams of high-quality protein, 9 to 10 grams of dietary fiber, about 32% of your daily value, 150 to 170 milligrams of calcium, almost 15% daily value, 120 to 150 milligrams of magnesium, around 30% daily value, and more than 500 to 600 milligrams of potassium depending on the yogurt brand. These minerals play critical roles in the diabetic body. Magnesium improves insulin receptor function, calcium supports nerve conduction, and potassium helps blood pressure and kidney function. The omega-3 fatty acids in chia seeds help reduce inflammation in damaged peripheral nerves, supporting numbness, tingling, and burning relief for those struggling with diabetic neuropathy. Meanwhile, the prebiotic beta-glucan in oats strengthens the gut barrier, allowing probiotics in yogurt to flourish and multiply, improving digestion, reducing acid reflux, and helping the pancreas work more efficiently. What makes this combination special is how it supports nearly every diabetic complication. The slow and steady glucose release protects the nerves, preventing the repetitive microdamage caused by sugar spikes. The high fiber content helps lower LDL cholesterol, easing the burden on your heart, while the potassium-rich nature of oats and yogurt stabilizes blood pressure, which is crucial for long-term kidney health. The anti-inflammatory compounds in chia seeds can reduce morning joint stiffness, swelling in the feet and ankles, and even eye pressure related to oxidative stress. And if you often struggle with cravings or binge eating later in the day, this type of breakfast keeps you full for 4 to 5 hours, preventing the typical mid-morning hunger spikes that push glucose levels higher. This breakfast is also extremely affordable. In the US, a serving of this combo usually costs around $1.20 to $1.60, depending on the yogurt brand. A pound of chia seeds lasts for weeks at around $4 to $6. Rolled oats cost about $2 to $4 per container, and a tub of plain Greek yogurt ranges from $4 to $7 and provides multiple servings. This makes it one of the most budget-friendly morning meals for diabetics seeking long-lasting, stable energy and predictable blood sugar levels. To prepare it the right way, cook half a cup oats in water or unsweetened almond milk until creamy. Add 1 tablespoon chia seeds and let them sit for 5 minutes so they absorb liquid and form their gel. Then gently fold in half a cup Greek yogurt once the oats have cooled slightly. This preserves the probiotics, which die if added to very hot food. If you want natural sweetness, add cinnamon or a few berries, but keep it under 1/4 cup to maintain a low glycemic load. Eat this breakfast within 1 hour of waking to stabilize fasting sugar and help your metabolism reset for the day. And now that you understand how this trio defends your blood sugar from the moment you wake up, wait until you see what happens when you give your body a balanced combination of high-quality protein, healthy fats, and micronutrient-rich greens. The effect on morning glucose, inflammation, and energy levels is even stronger. Let's move to the second morning combo that transforms your metabolism from the very first bite. Combo 2, eggs plus avocado plus spinach. Most people see eggs, avocado, and spinach as 3 separate breakfast foods, but for a diabetic body, this combination behaves like a metabolic treatment that starts working within minutes of your first bite. When these 3 foods enter your system together, they deliver the perfect blend of complete protein, anti-inflammatory fats, and magnesium-rich greens that immediately calm your morning blood sugar, activate cellular glucose uptake, and restore the metabolic balance that high fasting sugar destroys overnight. What makes this combo extraordinary for diabetics is how it influences GLUT4, the natural glucose transporting doorway inside your muscle cells. Overnight, these doorways become sluggish, especially in insulin-resistant people. But when you eat eggs, avocado, and spinach together, the protein from eggs, the monounsaturated fats from avocado, and the magnesium and nitrates from spinach collectively help wake up GLUT4, allowing more sugar to enter muscles instead of staying trapped in your bloodstream. This effect is subtle but powerful. It gives your body a smoother, more controlled glucose curve for the rest of the day. Eggs alone are a complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids and provide 6 to 7 grams of protein per egg, plus 22% of your daily value of vitamin B, 12 and 28% of your daily value of selenium, nutrients that support nerve regeneration and antioxidant defense. When you eat eggs in the morning, the protein triggers a steady release of insulin, not too much, not too little, allowing glucose to be used efficiently without the dramatic spikes caused by carbohydrate-heavy breakfasts. The fats in the yolk help stabilize digestion, slowing carbohydrate absorption from anything you eat with it, which protects your pancreas from releasing excessive insulin. But eggs become exponentially more effective at controlling blood sugar when paired with avocado, a fruit rich in monounsaturated fats that improve cell membrane flexibility. When the outer layer of your cells becomes more flexible, insulin binds more easily, making your cells respond faster and allowing GLUT4 to move to the surface more efficiently. This is why diabetics who eat avocado regularly show consistent improvements in insulin sensitivity and fasting glucose. Spinach adds the missing piece to this metabolic puzzle. Magnesium, nitrates, folate, vitamin K, and plant antioxidants that reduce morning inflammation and support smooth blood flow to the muscles that will be absorbing glucose throughout the day. Magnesium is especially important because nearly 50 to 60% of diabetics are deficient, and magnesium is needed for insulin receptors to activate properly. When insulin receptors are sluggish, glucose stays in the bloodstream. When they work efficiently, GLUT4 moves quickly, meaning your muscles open up and absorb sugar instead of letting it circulate. Eating spinach with eggs and avocado creates a synergistic effect where the protein from eggs triggers insulin release, the healthy fats from avocado stabilize the meal's digestion, and the magnesium-rich spinach supports proper insulin signaling. This creates a metabolic environment where morning glucose drops naturally, A1C improves over time, and the dangerous inflammation associated with diabetes begins to cool down. Nutritionally, this breakfast is incredibly powerful. 2 eggs, half an avocado, and 1 cup of cooked spinach provide around 320 to 360 calories, 18 to 20 grams of protein, 15 to 18 grams of healthy fats, 4 to 5 grams of fiber, 30 to 40% of your daily value of magnesium, 20 to 25% of your daily value of potassium, and over 100% of your daily value of vitamin K. These nutrients directly support the most common diabetic complications. The antioxidants in spinach help protect the microvessels in the eyes, reducing oxidative stress that contributes to vision problems. The protein and fats in eggs help stabilize blood sugar, reducing the glucose surges that damage peripheral nerves and kidneys. Avocado's monounsaturated fats support heart health by lowering LDL cholesterol while raising HDL, reducing inflammation inside arteries, and improving endothelial function, which helps blood circulate more smoothly to the legs, hands, brain, and kidneys. This combo is also excellent for digestion and hunger control. Most diabetics wake up with unstable blood sugar because the liver releases stored glucose overnight. When you eat proteins and healthy fats in the morning, your hunger hormone ghrelin drops, your fullness hormone leptin behaves more predictably, and your liver stops pushing out extra glucose, helping bring high fasting sugar back down. Spinach adds soluble fiber that slows digestion, preventing the mid-morning spikes many diabetics struggle with. The combination of fiber and healthy fats reduces acid reflux, improves bowel regularity, and supports gut bacteria, an essential piece of long-term metabolic balance. This breakfast is affordable too. In the US, 2 eggs cost around 35 to 45 cents, half an avocado costs $60 to $1 depending on region, and a cup of spinach costs about 40 cents to 70 cents. In total, this entire meal generally costs $1.40 to $2.15, making it more affordable than processed cereals or packaged breakfast foods while offering exponentially more metabolic benefit. To prepare this combo the right way, lightly sauté your spinach in a teaspoon of olive oil until just wilted. Cook 2 eggs your favorite way, boiled, poached, or scrambled, avoiding deep frying or excessive butter. Slice half an avocado on the side, sprinkle a little black pepper, and, if desired, add a pinch of turmeric for anti-inflammatory support. Eat this breakfast within the first 60 to 90 minutes of waking, when your cells respond best to protein and healthy fats. Avoid pairing it with bread, fruit juices, or sweetened drinks to preserve its low glycemic impact. What makes this combo even more important is what it prevents: the burnout of your pancreas. Many diabetics overwork their pancreas by eating sugary, starchy, or low-protein breakfasts. But this meal demands almost no extra insulin because the glucose release is so slow and controlled. Over time, this helps reduce post-meal spikes, lowers A1C, and protects your nerves and kidneys from the silent damage caused by unpredictable sugar levels. And now, if you think this powerful protein-fat-green trio is impressive, wait until you see what happens when you combine probiotic-rich yogurt, antioxidant-packed berries, and omega-3 rich walnuts. A combination that repairs your gut, cools inflammation, improves insulin sensitivity, and delivers one of the most stable glucose responses of any morning meal. Combo 3, Greek yogurt plus berries plus walnuts. Most diabetics think of Greek yogurt, berries, and walnuts as simple snack foods, but when you combine these three ingredients in the morning, they behave like a therapeutic metabolic tool that begins healing your blood sugar from the moment it reaches your stomach. This trio is one of the strongest breakfast combinations for diabetics because it blends high-protein probiotics, low-glycemic antioxidants, and omega-3 rich fats, creating a slow-digesting, glucose-stabilizing effect that lasts for hours. The reason this combination is so effective is because its nutrient profile supports nearly every dysfunctional pathway in diabetes. It activates insulin receptors, reduces inflammation, stabilizes hormones, repairs the gut microbiome, strengthens the heart, reduces nerve damage, and even supports cellular glucose transport through GLUT4 stimulation. When your body wakes up after a night of fasting, your liver releases extra sugar to keep you going, often causing high morning glucose. But when your first meal contains protein, probiotics, and healthy fats, your glucose levels flatten instead of rising. And this trio is one of the most powerful options for achieving that stability. At the center of this breakfast is Greek yogurt, a high-protein, low-glycemic food that contains around 14 to 18 grams of protein per cup, nearly 30 to 36% of your daily value. This protein slows the digestion of every carbohydrate you eat with it, reducing the insulin burden on your pancreas. But Greek yogurt does far more than simply slow digestion. It contains live probiotics that repair your gut lining and improve the balance of bacteria in your intestines. Research has shown that diabetics with healthier gut bacteria have better insulin sensitivity and more predictable blood sugar patterns. This is because probiotics help regulate inflammation and reduce the leakage of toxins from the gut, which is a major contributor to insulin resistance. When your gut is stronger, your metabolism becomes more efficient, your immune system stabilizes, and the inflammation around your nerves, kidneys, and blood vessels begins to cool down. Now add to this the extraordinary power of berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, or raspberries, each rich in polyphenols, anthocyanins, and vitamin C. Berries have a low glycemic index of 25 to 40 and contains soluble fiber that reduces glucose absorption in the small intestine. But the real reason berries are essential for diabetics is because their antioxidants directly support insulin receptor function and increase GLUT4 activity inside your muscle cells. GLUT4 is the glucose doorway that pulls sugar from your blood into your muscles. In diabetics, these doorways are often slow or resistant, leaving glucose stuck in the bloodstream where it damages nerves and tissues. The anthocyanins in berries help stimulate GLUT4 to move more efficiently, allowing your muscles to take up sugar even when insulin response is weaker. This effect is especially helpful in the morning when fasting glucose is at its peak. Walnuts complete this metabolic trio with their powerful combination of omega-3 fatty acids, polyphenols, magnesium, and plant-based amino acids. Walnuts contain 2.5 grams of omega-3s per serving, making them one of the richest plant sources of anti-inflammatory fats. These fats reduce oxidative stress in nerves, calm inflammation in the pancreas, support smooth blood flow to the kidneys, and reduce stiffness in blood vessels, all crucial for diabetic health. Magnesium in walnuts helps insulin bind more effectively to cells, a necessary step before GLUT4 can open its doors. Without magnesium, insulin resistance worsens, but this breakfast combination gives your body a natural supply of this essential mineral. Walnuts also contain protein and fiber, which together slow digestion and keep you full for hours, preventing mid-morning sugar spikes and reducing the cravings that push diabetics toward unhealthy snacks. When these three foods come together, the result is nothing short of metabolic harmony. Greek yogurt stabilizes insulin release, berries reduce inflammation and increase glucose uptake, and walnuts add healthy fats that slow everything down and support long-lasting energy. This trio also helps rebalance your hunger hormones, Ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, becomes quieter, while leptin, the hormone that signals fullness, finally begins working properly. Most diabetics struggle with cravings, especially in the late morning and afternoon, because their hormones are dysregulated. But when you start your day with a breakfast like this, your body enters a calmer state where your appetite stays controlled, your energy becomes more predictable, and your blood sugar remains stable. Nutritionally, a bowl made with 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt, half cup of berries, and 1 tablespoon of chopped walnuts provides around 250 to 300 calories, 14 to 18 grams of protein, 4 to 5 grams of fiber, 10 to 12 grams of healthy fats, and significant amounts of magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, vitamin E, and calcium. This balance of nutrients directly supports the diabetic body. The vitamin C in berries protects blood vessels, helping prevent complications like neuropathy and retinopathy. The calcium and high-quality protein in yogurt support muscle repair and improve glucose storage capacity. The omega-3s in walnuts calm inflammation in the nerves and kidneys, reducing burning, tingling, and swelling in the feet. The antioxidants in berries protect the endothelial lining of your arteries, improving circulation to the heart and brain. And the magnesium in walnuts enhances insulin signaling, making glucose uptake smoother and more efficient. This breakfast is also budget-friendly. In the U.S., a cup of Greek yogurt costs roughly 70 cents to $1. A half cup of berries costs around 60 cents to $1.20 depending on season. And a tablespoon of walnuts costs about 20 cents to 30 cents, making the total meal around $1.50 to $2.50. This is dramatically cheaper than packaged granola, sugary cereals, or fast food breakfasts, and infinitely healthier. To prepare this metabolic breakfast the right way, start with plain Greek yogurt, not flavored varieties, which often contain hidden sugars. Add fresh or frozen berries. Both have nearly identical nutrient profiles. Sprinkle in a tablespoon of chopped walnuts for crunch and healthy fats. If you want additional sweetness, add a tiny pinch of cinnamon, which itself improves insulin sensitivity. Eat this breakfast slowly, allowing your body to feel full and energized. And now that you understand how this trio repairs your metabolism, imagine how powerful your mornings can become when you rotate all 3 breakfast combinations throughout the week, each one targeting a different diabetic weakness, each one improving insulin sensitivity, inflammation, and energy in its own special way. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Diabetes Healthcare, and share it with someone who needs stronger morning blood sugar control today.